We're just days away from Juneteenth, and if you're looking for a way to celebrate the occasion, there are a number of options over at the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage. Joining me now is the Executive Director of the Center, Akram Burton. Akram, it's great to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
We spent some great time with you taping that hour-long show earlier this year.
I had a lot of fun.
You know, and you guys have a big celebration planned starting through the weekend leading up to Juneteenth.
Yes, it's the second annual Juneteenth Heritage Experience weekend, and we're going to have two major events. The first one is going to be on June 17th, where we're going to have a play performed by Mzori Moyo Ambaye, and she's been performing this one-woman play around the country, and I've been trying to get it for some time. We finally have done it. And it's a story about Fannie Lou Hamer. And for those that don't know who she is, she's actually, she was an activist during the 60s in Mississippi fighting for voters' rights. You know, what we know in terms of voters' registration today, we owe a lot to her. So the story is about her life. From what I understand, Mzori really channels Fannie Lou Hamer, so much so that you know, people think it's her reincarnated.
Oh, that's not special.
But she's got a beautiful voice. It's a lot of singing of protest songs, but it's also telling her story and what she had to go through, the struggles.
And then into the weekend, you have a nice jazz brunch.
Yes,
planned
this
too.
is our second annual jazz brunch. It's actually a Juneteenth Father's Day brunch.
Yeah.
And people are quite excited. They've been calling, the phone's been off the hook. And, you know, we're going to have Anson Banks Legacy Jazz Quintet. And they're going to perform. We're going to have nice food. Then also Karen Sims will be available. Marjorie Marshall will be the host of the program, and so I think I made a mistake. I said Karen Sims. It should be Karen Chavis. Karen Chavis will be the one of the featured singers for the program. She's her voice is angelic. If people have heard her, please come out, support her. She is just absolutely wonderful.
Are all these events taking place at the center?
Yes.
In different locations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It'll be in the great Brown-Forman Great Hall at the center. We're gonna lots of room. We're gonna have a great time.
Do you need to make reservations ahead of time?
Oh, yes.
Get tickets?
You go to our website, kcaah.org, and on the front page, it gives you the option to click on either the play or the jazz brunch.
Right.
Please click on both.
Do both. Do both for the whole weekend.
Yes.
And you have an art exhibit that's getting ready to wrap up, so it's also a great chance to go and check that out.
In our South Gallery, which is in Great Hall, we have with the celebrating the Black experience. This is our second year doing it. This year we had over 30 artists. We have international artists that are participating in the show, and so we'll have that open. People will get to enjoy that one last time before it closes on Juneteenth.
All right. And again, I think it's just a wonderful weekend to get out. If people have not been to the center, this is a great example of the immersive experience, the educational experience, the art experience. There's so many experiences that come together, I think, to make a visit there unlike anything that you've seen.
Yes. Well, we really feature artists because we feel that the artist really presents a counter narrative to a lot of the negative things that are out there about African American people. Artists have always played a major role in our struggle for equality and equity. And so what we want to do is to really raise that up in the community and get them involved. We have people in the show that didn't really look at themselves as artists, right? But once they exhibited and they saw the response to the work, they are just so, motivated now. And that's what we want to do. All of us have an artist in us.
True.
right?
True.
And it's just tapping that creativity and being free to tap that creativity, but also to find your voice, all right? And that's what, for me, I'm a photographer and filmmaker, and I found my voice in photography and in filmmaking.
Like you said, so often when we hear something through art or we hear it through performance, we understand an experience maybe that we didn't live, but we need to understand it, and we see it in a way that touches us and moves us.
Right, that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
I just think that I urge parents out there, when the kids pick up pencils and crayons, urge them to create, and discuss it with them and make it a reality,
Yeah.
because creativity is important for us as human beings. If you look at all of the things around us, whether it's architecture or gardening, whatever, it's an art. It's an art form. It's creativity, and that's the important thing that we need to message to people.
Absolutely, and beyond the Juneteenth events, I know you all always have workshops and different ancestry research projects. Do you have other things coming up that you want to let people know
We're
about?
working on really trying to get the Oral History and Genealogy Center off the ground, because part of what we need to do is to begin to find out where we came from. I mean, we have so many people walking around that don't know their ancestry or where they came from. And so we've been very active over the last, say, 10 years holding workshops. And now what we want to do is to create a center where people can come from the community or other places to do research. And so we have databases and what have you. So more to come on that. We're still in the process of getting it together, and I feel really confident that we'll, make some headway.
All right, Akram, always great to catch up with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if you would like to register for those upcoming Juneteenth events or to see the complete list of schedule, just go over to kcaah.org.